On Tuesday the 7th of April we cruised from our moorings just beyond New Mills to the Upper Peak Forest terminus at Whaley Bridge, and then back to our overnight moorings in Bugsworth Basin. With a view like this, it's easy to understand why we're in no hurry to get away on Tuesday. The impressive 13-arch viaduct was built in 1902. After breakfast, Yvonne, Mandy and I went for a walk around Tor's Riverside Park and then checked out the viaduct. Okay, another trivia test. What are these stones for? Here's your answer. A local gentleman we met on the walk told us what this was. I believe he said it was a mill-leat, so there may have been a water wheel around here at one time, but I could be wrong. After leaving the park area, we continued along the Gateway Trail, passing this pretty cottage. After a short while we reached the Tors, a natural gorge running through town where the Goyt and Set rivers converge. The two-arched Church Road Bridge was built in 1835 to carry the turnpike over the River Goyt. The lower tier and buttresses were inserted in 1888 to strengthen it. The iron sluice gate in the foreground controlled the flow of water from the river. This is a very interesting area and I'm glad that we found it. In the late 18th century, a number of cotton mills were built in the Tor, taking advantage of the water power. The area behind the goals is the remains of Tor Mill. If you want to read all about Tor Mill, I suggest you pause the video. This is a 70 kilowatt reverse Archimedean screw that makes enough electricity to supply 70 homes. This 175 yard long elevated Millennium Walkway hugs the side of the gorge. It was completed in 1999. Sad thing is that the engineer behind this project, Stan Brewster, was killed in the London terrorist bombings in 2005. I'm pointing across the gorge to Torvale Mill. It's a complex of buildings that date from the 1780s. Well, it looks like the Teletubbies are heading back to the boat. Not far to go, there she is. We left around 10:30 and continued on our way to Whaley Bridge. That's an interesting crash cover. Coming up is a 3-minute video of our cruise with views of the Goyt Valley and going through Carr Swing Bridge. Well, we had the picnic just there.
Yeah.
You're a beautiful little spot. Just look down on the river.
Oh, we got bridge. We probably need what? A wave lift?
key.
I'll take both.
It's a key.
It does say key.
Somewhere I read it.
We got the front or the back, Dad?
around again. That's why I don't like boats parking. I mean, there's
Yeah.
all the way up there we could go. Unfortunately, you'd have to stick around the wall. Evie, leave it open for them. Leave it open.
You can't get the key there.
I know. I know. Just stay there. I'll let them go ahead.
We arrived at Whaley Bridge around noon, but there wasn't any nice moorings available, so we decided just to have a quick look around town. We picked up this nice clock in the hospice shop for £1. We also got this solid brass bowl in the hospice shop. Then we bought some flowers at the florist so we could have our own little rooftop garden. As it was such a beautiful day, the girls decided to go on a hike in the Derbyshire Peak District. While they were on the hike, I took Kimberly Dawn down to Bugsworth Basin to find a mooring. This is looking down on Whaley Bridge. They decided to go in search of the dipping stone. No, Mandy, that's not it. No, Yvonne, that's not it either. There it is. Actually, the dipping stone is a registered national monument. It's the base of a twin-shafted wayside or boundary cross. The two rectangular socket holes would have originally housed twin cross shafts. They're not sure why it's called the dipping stone. One theory is baptisms were performed here. Another is that at the time of the plague, goods and money were left in the hollows and filled with vinegar. This may explain why the alternative name for the cross is the plague stone. Anyway, while they were hiking, I took the boat down to Bugsworth Basin and found a nice mooring. However, when they got back, we found an even nicer spot.